Welcome to funky music.
Okay, I realized something today. This is going to be a short little analogy. I was listening to my MP3 player, and it got a low battery, and I began to think about this. And the way my mind works is, I realized that a low battery is a lot like throwing up. It's a lot like throwing up if you think about it. It says low battery. So in your brain it says, uh-oh, it's going to die. Which is the same thing you get when you get that stomach ache, that queasy, drowsy sort of feeling. And it's like, this is going to happen, and I don't want it to happen. It's the same thing. It's the same signal your brain gets when you see a low battery. This is going to happen, and I would like to prevent it in any way possible. So I was listening to music, and it had the low battery sign. I was like, well, I guess I'll just try to not touch it. I'll just try to leave it alone, not change the song. I'll just let it auto change, and I'll just let it play. Just let it play. I won't change the volume. I'll just leave it alone and let it be. And when you're going to throw up, you try to sit as motionless as possible. You just try to zone it out. And you try to not touch your stomach. You try to not move. You just try to leave it alone and hope it'll forget about it. But you know it's not going to. It's going to come up or die. So it becomes from a low battery with a little red line, and it turns into the flashing battery. This is saying, I'm about to die, you need to do something immediately. This is the part when your throw up is in your throat. You are laying in bed, in a chair, wherever you are. This is when you need to get up and haul it to the bathroom. You're sitting there and you get the... It's that part. And you don't want it to happen, so you're just kind of pretending to ignore it, just like you're sitting at the toilet, or you're listening to music, trying not to move. You're just kind of aware that it could happen at some point, but you're trying to ignore it. So you just kind of listen to music and try to pretend like it's not about to die, just as you're in the bathroom, facing down into a bowl of toilet water, thinking, I hope this is not about to happen. And you're thinking, maybe I can fight it off long enough to finish whatever I'm listening to, or fight it off long enough until the puking feeling goes away. Maybe I can finish this album without letting it die. Maybe I can sit through this bathroom without actually having to throw up. You see what I'm saying? Kind of the same thing here, my analogy. I think that's what it is. It compares two things, so I guess it is an analogy, isn't it? But then it died. I touched it. I tested it. I was like, well, it's lasted almost 10 minutes, so maybe I'll check it. Dead. I had to check it, and that's what happens. You check yourself, right? Right before you get up, you're like, oh, well, nothing's happening. Apparently I'm not going to throw up, but I've been burping and dry heaving, so I might as well get a drink of water and get the foul taste out of my mouth. See? Throwing up and dying batteries are a lot in the same category. Think about it. That's my analogy.